We in the garden with it. RJ Barrett and the New York Knicks taking on the Washington Wizards. Look at RJ Barrett. That's tough. A lefty going right for two. More RJ Barrett at the rim. This dude just screams James Harden as a finisher. Nice little lay-in. We'll get into more RJ Barrett by the end of this highlight. Another newcomer for the Knicks, Marcus Morris. Remember the whole saga between him and the San Antonio Spurs? Anywho, he's in New York making threes. Now Bertan on the other end with a three of his own. Now Mo Wagner. Oh, that's nice. Big guy put it on the floor like that. The Wizards go on a crazy run. Bertan drills another three. I mean, they just get hot as a campfire going into the half. Bradley Beal's like, let me get into some of that. He drills a three. Jordan McRae, my guy out of Tennessee, he drills the three. He led the Wizards in scoring. More Beal. Oh, reversing. That's how I'm feeling. Wizards blow this game wide open. RJ Barrett will just get him some stats up. He was 6 for 15 from the field. 15 points. See if he can be more efficient as we get closer to the season. And Justin Anderson's going to close this highlight out in style. The Wizards win preseason. Look at that look. The Washington Wizards are in a tough spot, right? We'll talk about the Knicks a little bit as well here. The Washington Wizards are in a super tough spot because everybody's trying to convince him to move off Bradley Beal. And they don't want to. Bradley Beal's a super good dude. He does the right thing, says the right thing, goes out and competes. And to be real with you, Bradley Beal has kept this team together through all the turmoil that they've had to deal with John Wall and his messy behind. All right, John Wall has been injury plagued. He ain't focused. I know a couple things behind the scenes that I'd rather not say on camera about John Wall. He ain't focused. That's all I'll leave it at. And everybody knows it. Teammates have known it. Marcin Gortat tried to call it out a year and a half, 2 years ago. Guys know. Guys are around guys. Guys move in the same circle. Guys know John Wall, this number one pick out of Kentucky. He ain't the best version of himself. And people around the league know it, man. People talk. People know who's out partying too damn much, who ain't did nothing in this league, who should be better than what they are. People know who's putting in them hours. A lot of these dudes work out together. It's just facts, man. And we look, John Wall put on like 20 pounds. Remember before last year when Wall put on all that weight? Bruh, rarely do you see a point guard put on. His face was fat. Rarely do you see a point guard put on that much weight in one summer, man. Look, a starting point guard at that, a leader of a team, a captain of your team. Bradley Beal is the leader of that Washington Wizards team. Everyone knows it. If the Wizards had a deal today to move off that contract, and boy, do they owe John Wall a hell of a deal. This and the Chris Paul deal are the two worst contracts in the NBA. They owe that man about $45 million over the next few years. And nobody's going to take that in their right damn mind. If the Wizards could find a way to move off that contract and get some type of talent in return, maybe even a pick or two to go around Bradley Beal to convince him to stay long term, because his contract is up in about 2 years, they do it. They really want to keep Bradley Beal. But if this team, if they can't find a way to get up off of John Wall's contract, I am really curious to see how this team moves forward. And will they finally pull the trigger on Bradley Beal, a guy that they really don't want to give up on, but might not have a choice if this team is awful, if they're one of the worst teams in the NBA, which they could very well be, and you look around and you look up, and the only real trade asset you have is Bradley Beal. We'll see. Wizards in a tough spot. Let's go New York Knicks quickly here. RJ Barrett, this is your franchise, sir. Just learn. Soak it up. Enjoy playing in the Garden. I know you're going to be a fashionista. I know you're going to come to the game with your hoop earrings and all that crap in. Whatever. On the court, I've called this man somewhat close to a James Harden. I believe he's that good. All-Star is going to be in this man's future. I believe that. But he is going to miss a lot of shots. When I call somebody a comparison, or when I compare somebody to someone, it's not just the good. I called this dude James Harden. Now, that's high praise. James Harden is one of the best scorers this league has ever seen. And he's one of the best passers in the game, but nobody talked about that. Let's be clear. To get 30 points with James Harden, he's going to put up 30 shots, 25, 30 shots. RJ Barrett, even in that preseason game right there, 15 points, 15 shots. 1 point a shot. Not ideal for my point guard. Not ideal. But it is what it is. I just hope, here's what I hope, and I've said this before. I hope RJ Barrett, because he's going to have the luxury so early in his career to do whatever the hell he wants, I hope he doesn't pick up too many bad habits. So when these guys get some more talent around him, it's tough for these rookies to get acclimated to his game. The Knicks are going to be bad. I just hope, down the line when they're getting number 1 picks or whatever, top 5 picks, I hope RJ Barrett hasn't gotten so ego-driven that he's unwilling to be a number 2 to a better player than him. I don't know who that better player would be. I'm just saying, look, James Harden didn't even have the franchise given to him day one. He was a 6th man. He put his dudes in with the Thunder coming off the bench. Can you believe that guy with that talent came off someone's bench? Yeah, it happened for a minute before he got traded to Houston, and that's been the best thing for his career. RJ Barrett, day one, you're the guy. Here's the ball. Do what you do. I'm just concerned about the bad habits that could kind of put in that kid at such an early age. You into sports, we got you. NFL news, I got you. NBA news, NBA highlights, NBA full coverage, feature stories, all that great stuff, I got you. We even got a little bit of Madden and 2K mixed in. Subscribe to this platform, and I got you. More quality content on the way. Subscribe.